Hi. Today I'm going to talk about an app that I am seeing a lot on my on Instagram ads and all, and a friend of mine sent me this as well, called Plant App AI. That kind of helps you identify what the issues are with your plants, and it's supposed to give you some tips and tricks. Kind of sort of your plant buddy. Uh, but some of the videos I saw in it were so questionable, and I decided to make a video on it. Let's begin. So they saw ficus and they started cutting off the brown point of the leaves. Uh, but here's the thing: the brown point, yes, it's due to overwatering. You can choose to cut off those brown edges, it's up to you, but you have to watch out for overwatering. So let's see what they're doing. So they're like, okay, they're trying to identify it with some sort of a scanner, and they have identified it rightly. It might be overwatering for ficus plants because they like a little bit of a drier side, and they like watering a bit less frequently. But the solution that they give as a cure is paprika watering. See, if overwatering happens, paprika watering is not magically gonna cure your plants out of overwatering. I don't know why they are adding paprika. Paprika is for your food, and let's keep watering for plants. There's no need to add paprika or anything else. So they do exactly that. They mix it, and they suddenly, you can't cure a plant. The plant doesn't magically grow leaves out of those brown spots again. Like, they're showing a brand new plant that is a different plant, but that's not how things work in real life. I mean, they show a peace lily which is kind of drooping and it has yellowed, so the yellowing of leaves is clearly showing signs of overwatering, and the drooping currently shows either it is currently overwatered or underwatered. You have to stick your finger or something in the soil and see what the state of the soil is. If it is too soggy, you have to figure out how to make the potting soil less sticky and more draining, and you have to water it less frequently. But if you see a drooping peace lily and see that the soil is dry, you have to know that this is something that means that the plant needs watering, right? So let's see what they are doing right now. So they'll try scanning the problem, and they will say root rot. Okay, but they you can't say for sure it's root rot unless you actually pull it out and see the roots. If you see mushy, like melting sort of roots and foul smelling roots, then yes, they are rotting, and you'll be able to know if the soil is too sticky and soggy and the water is not draining out of the pot. So, but there's no way to know that just from a yellow leaf. And no, the cure is not sugar watering. The cure for a root rot for a plant like peace lily or any of the aroids is just using a well draining soil. Make sure the water that you put in the pot, it needs to drain well on the other side, and the soil doesn't even soggy. Only water the plant again if they look droopy, or if the top 2 inches of the soil is completely dry, right? So there's no point. Please don't add sugar water. It attracts ants. It attract it. You can't have a peace lily that they showed before, which was drooping, and actually the two peace lily that they show in before and after are two different varieties of peace lily. This has a larger leaf. The previous one was the thinner leaf version. So they deliberately show this so as to make you show, okay, the cure that they did magically increased the size of the leaves, and that's not how things work. And yeah, it won't automatically start flowering and all of that because of sugar water. No, that's not how it works. And this is just, I think, if based on these few points that they are saying, right, if they are calling themselves a botanist in your pocket, they're the worst botanist in your pocket that can be. Do not listen to them. I will review some of their videos more to see if this is just a exaggerated ad. But I'm seeing a lot of people are following them. Like, they have millions of followers, they have millions of people downloading their app, and as you can see, they have posted something like plant app has reached 7 million users, but they are clearly spreading misinformation. Plant care doesn't work that way, and there's no such thing called you can detect root rot through checking the leaves. No, if you want to check root rot, you have to check the roots, right? So these are some of the things that baffled me, and they are the way they are expanding, right? And a lot of people are commenting good, amazing, and all of that. I don't know, like, because they're believing this, but none of these are true. If you actually try it out, your plants will clearly not bounce back up. So I don't know what's happening. I just thought there should be a video on this. So there's another video where they are trying to convince people to not put in cola into your plants. I didn't think we needed convincing, but if you're a plant parent, please don't put cola into the water. They are right about this though. So let us see what else they are right about in this video. Okay, so they want to scan the plant, and they scan the plant, which is a drooping peace lily. To me, it just looks that it has either been water stressed, which is generally the peace lily drooping problem, and they might have dried off, the soil might have dried off, and or it is overwatered. Either way, the peace lily shows it by drooping. How are they seeing parasites? Like, there's not a magnifying glass. Like, how are they seeing parasites? That's my question. But let's see what they're saying. Okay, again with paprika water. I mean, please, like, what's the point? If you see spots of mealybugs and if you see insects on your plant, just use neem water, a neem thing, and with some dish soap that I've made multiple videos on. And if you don't want to go any of those things, you don't have any of those things, just use a simple wipe and wipe off the leaves with a wipe. That's it. These plants are so hardy, they're literally alive in jungles with all the parasites roaming around on them. You don't have to worry too much about it. No paprika water. Okay, so they're mixing the paprika now, and somehow the paprika, even before mixing the paprika water, the plant is standing upright, because guess what, they might have watered it already. And after proper care, the plant magically transforms like a Pokemon into another peace lily variant with leaves that are bigger in size and a new flower and so on and so forth. There's a limit to how much wrong advertising can be a thing. Like, we already know wrong advertising and misleading advertising is a thing in food industry and other industries, but it's creeping up in the plant community, and that is what it messes with my head, because uh, plants are a great thing to have, right? Like, it helps you recharge. It's something that is so core to us, like a piece of nature into our home. But when people, new gardeners, get completely demotivated with all of this, like, why is my plant not doing better? Why is my plant not being so big? But keep in mind that all of this, like, even when I show some of my plants which seem big and healthy, right, they have had their ups and downs, and I'm showing you the point when I have been able to get it to the best shape. And sometimes they don't make it. Sometimes, even after being the best selves, after a couple of months, because of weather or something, they will just go down, and people get completely demotivated because of these videos that kind of show that everything is a quick cure. Everything is something that you can just magically mix something from your kitchen, and the plant will just recover and do great wonders, like grow big and transform itself. That's not the reality of gardening. Gardening is about patience. It will give you results. Over time, you'll understand your plants. Over time, you'll understand what plants work in your space. And that's the journey of gardening. Even I'm learning today, like, as the temperature is increasing, what plants are doing better in my space. Can I experiment with some flowers? Which flowers can I experiment with? I still learn every day. So it's a journey. It's a journey that you need to enjoy, and you don't need magical cures. If you have brought in a plant, try to figure out what works. Sometimes the simplest answer is your answer for the plant troubles, right? It may seem like, okay, it be as simple as overwatering or underwatering? Most of the times, yes. That's the problem. Most of the times, it's not a complicated problem. And yeah, that's what we need to figure out. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, and gave you some perspective on the plants. And if you have any questions about a specific plant that you're struggling with, and what is it that you're struggling with, you can drop me some comments below and I'll try to answer it, because YouTube doesn't allow pictures, so it's very difficult to diagnose without a picture, but I'll try my best to answer your questions about your plants. See you in the next video, and subscribe for any future videos and get notified. Thanks.